and they might not live through their first 5 years. What? 我们的孩子怎么办？就这配对，我是刘佩 Pierre，
我是 Megan，
欢迎来到我们新的摄影棚。你看，好看吗？
That's 好看。
配对，我们今天的影片就是要测试一下我们的 DNA。好，配对，我们收到我们这个东西了。那这个主要是 take our sample， 这里说要拿这个，然后放在嘴巴里面刷10次，左边右边10次，然后放在这个罐子里面。这里有个红色点，弄断，然后寄回去。Shake it 10 times， 这样就放好。哒哒 ，That's it， 就这样。这个要寄过去，那他们收到之后就要等，他们说18天就可以得到我们的 results。我们看到 results， 再见。好，我们收到我们的 DNA 结果。What are you looking most forward to?
To see if I'm actually Irish.
That's
Maybe
okay.
I'll be Taiwanese.
That's what we're finding out right now. 查看结果，因为它有很多东西，这个是因为菜渣跟鱼干有推荐给我的。然后呢，我觉得最主要就是基因这里。I'm excited. I don't know.
What?
Of course.
100%.
What? 我是100%东亚 ，What? And then here's the big one， 4.77日韩 ，I'm 4.77% Japanese Korean， yeah！ 哎
You're a guy in
种族
your
歧视，这个是我吗？像我吗？我超期待 Megan 的。Oh, what is this? What is that purple?
98.53% European.
Wow, okay.
I'm Middle
1.47 中东。You're Middle Eastern. Oh, they don't give.
They don't give specific
哦，
countries.
他们没有给国家啦。本来是想要说 Megan 是不是爱尔兰人还是德国人还是什么，但我们现在都不知道，所以有一点 let down。但是想要测试这个，是因为菜渣他是给我们看超级多别的东西。好，我们先饮食。
I need a low carb. See? No more ramen.
Oh me, I'm a healthy balance. 等一下，我的酒精敏感度怎么是正常？
Yeah, that's why you don't get red when you drink.
哦 ，OK， 好，可能 Megan 要吃少一点面。I love 面。
I know. That means I can't eat Asian food. I'm gluten intolerant. I can't have gluten. Wait, that means I can't have beer. Oh no.
Are you sad? 不可以喝 rye whiskey， 对不对？不可以喝啤酒。
This is why I shouldn't have done this.
Wait, I'm lactose intolerant. I think it's fine. 我愿意接受那个后果。我跟 Megan 两个都很爱吃辣，怎么会对这个敏感呢？ That's weird.
Sweet tooth, higher preference for sweets.
Not me. 难怪 Megan 喜欢吃甜的。我觉得
I
弟
love
妹，
sweet.
我觉得弟妹也是
She's gonna be like
偏高的
off
，Yeah,
the
exactly.
chart.
弟妹也是偏高的。不行，我不喜欢吃蔬菜。Oh yeah, 因为我们需要这个排毒过程。Wait, why do we need this?
They're delicious. These are good
好
ones.
啦，可以啦。好，我们来看看养生的需求。我是这个。
Oh, me too. Iodine.
Oh, what do I see there? Seaweed? Oysters! 我超爱生蚝。Alright, Megan, I think you gotta eat more seaweed with me and oysters. Just start to like 生蚝 and sushi with seaweed.
Or
对不对？不错吧
no,
你的-
magnesium, pumpkin seeds,
These are great.
almonds, oats, buckwheat, quinoa, and peanut butter. I already eat most of
这
these.
些都是
anyways.
Megan 喜欢的。
Omega-3
EPA, OK.
Mackerel,
诶，
roe. I eat a lot
鱼
of
子
roe.
，Megan 喜欢
There we
鱼
go.
子，所以这个好。
Herring, halibut.
Halibut, oyster, Megan, I think
Oyster.
oyster is gonna help you a lot
I'm not gonna eat oyster. I don't like oyster. I can just
But
eat other things.
for your health. 还有吗
Selenium. Oh,
我也
you
是
too.，
我也是需要。这个是什么？Oh, that's a lot. Wow.
Brazilian nut.
混合坚果 ，That's good。哦，
Tuna
鳕鱼我喜欢，然后金枪鱼我也喜欢，鸡肝我觉得还好，生蚝
You know,
I feel like
tuna-
生蚝 is everywhere, Megan。
Tuna's been on every list for me.
They need
So
tuna.
I need to eat more tuna.
所以我只需要注意2个而已。Megan 的话还有 vitamin D。
Yeah, I knew that one.
好，看看维他命 D 是什么？鲑鱼。
Oily fish.
No, what's the second one？ 第2个是什么？
That's it. There's only oily
香
fish.
菇。Megan 不喜欢吃香菇。养生长寿。What?
Tendency
That's
for this.
impossible. 招蚊指数，我一定是偏高的，怎么可能
Oh, I am elevated risk.
So you need more stuff that has for your bones.
Bones.
Megan 的骨密度是比较低的，那我是正常。
I think this is also a female thing. More likely for females to
less dense. OK，
like
这个
longevity.
长
like
长寿 ？No， 为什么我们正常的，但我们要长寿？这个
Stress and sleep.
压力跟睡眠，我觉得我还蛮期待看这个的。Sleep apnea risk. OK， 这个还好
Average risk.
我们是普通的 sleep
Sleep
depth.
depth.
哦。
Deep sleeper.
怎么可能？按道理说我是深度，然后 Megan 是可能比较轻的，睡眠时间长度。
I need long.
哇哦
See? This is why I always
What?
need more sleep.
Megan 需要超过9个小时，但我只需要7到9个小时。That's why when I sleep over 9 hours,
You feel bad.
I feel bad. You're an insomniac?
Apparently.
I'm an
you're-
easy sleeper.
you're easy-
对，
it's true. You fall asleep
这
like
个
that.
这个真的，因为我一睡觉就立刻睡着。Why did I did this? I did that. 它是夜猫，我是 morning lark. No,
Well, looks like
不是，
you,
我是夜猫。
you need to start waking up
Okay,
early.
好。
Stress tolerance. I'm a warrior.
我也是。
This is really funny.
对。
A warrior and a warrior.
哦，下一个就是 pollution。Megan 全部都正常，但
I'm
我
not allergic.
我是对所有东西都敏感。我很爱狗，也很爱猫，但是摸到它们就觉得哦，等一下要洗手。皮肤
Skin age younger.
Skin 我也是年轻的 ，Yeah，skin age 也年轻的，呜呜，谢谢爸妈。Acne risk 对。是比较高，对 ，glycation risk 算是我们比较少皱纹吧。
Wrinkle formation risk is
Oh
high.
no!
Oh, what am I gonna do?
But there's no wrinkles. You're perfect.
Stretch marks. Average.
我比较低。
Girls tend to get them when they have a baby.
Oh yeah.
But bruising, I get bruises all the time from nothing.
皮肤美白能力，
I just don't have the ability to get dark, is what it's saying.
难怪 Megan 一定是1。How about me?
You are
我觉得我是
3 or 4.
对 ，and the last one, Megan, I think this one is really hilarious. 我觉得这个不太准，因为怎么可能是低的
I'm thinking just when we were in Hualien, it was raining and I got sunburned.
？Yeah.
We were inside
Megan,
of a car
And you got
and I
sunburned.
got sunburned.
现在这个是最佳运动方式。
Low power, medium endurance, high strength.
I am
What?
I am medium power, medium endurance, and medium strength. 哎，篮球、足球跟乒乓球，我现在玩的运动好像也不错。So like 游泳、滑雪。
Weightlifting is actually really good for your bones too, so this is good.
That's why, yeah, exactly. 最佳训练方式，我全部都是中等。
For muscle development, use high levels at low intensity, such as sets of 50.
No, that's muscle development.
I want to develop all my muscles. I want to be able to pick you up with one arm.
Oh,
Risk of Achilles tendon's injury. Low.
me too. Thank God. 还好。
But yours is very low. Mine just low. Body
Uh-oh.
composition.
Oh,
Increased
no.
lean body mass.
Oh, that's great. Isn't that great?
Mine's in the middle. Yours is high lean body mass. What the heck? That's why you can eat all the ramen noodles and drink all the beer and not get fat.
我这个耐力也是中等，但我觉得我不是中等，我觉得我是比较偏低的。
What?
Yeah，运动
your
心率
genetic-
，mine is really high。难怪我最近可能打篮球或游泳的话，对，
That's
我
why you
心会
sweat
跳
so
很多。OK，so 可能不要太
Be
激烈
careful.。Elevated risk.
我也是啊，但我觉得它真的是很高，因为 Megan 之前就是打这个足球，然后 always like your ankles, right?
Yeah.
打篮球，我每次好像都非常容易受伤。Oh, I love this. That's
That's why
great.
a lot of Olympic athletes have really low lactate.
Because they can clear it faster. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lactate production.
Ooh,
Average.
mine is lower. That means that I am predisposed to be an athlete. 肌肉抽筋，
Mine's average.
我比较低吗
It's because of the lactate.
？But I always 抽筋 when I swim sometimes.
Well, you need more water.
Yeah, this is bad for me.
Normal.
Well, efficiency, that means good. I always thought that my endurance is bad. So I'm sporty.
Spice.
We can't eat spice.
Power
Uh-oh.
capacity is low.
Uh-oh.
That means I'm weak.
我的是普通，我们是中等
Recovery efficiency.
normal too.
Yeah, normal. That's good. Strength profile. Hi.
Whoa, I'm normal. 怎么可能？
I don't know
流
about
失水
that
分，
for
我怎么可能是
you.
比较低？
You-
我是 always 出汗 success traits.
Yeah. Discover how your genes influence your success.
Okay, IQ.
Gifted.
You're gifted?
I'm gifted.
I'm normal.
I'm gifted.
So I'm dumb. 我是笨蛋。
You're normal.
EQ 我是一定比较
I
低
don't
的。
think this is right.
What?
This isn't right.
我跟你们说 ，Megan 的 EQ 超高，然后我的 EQ 是超低的。
This isn't right. Maybe they mixed up our tests.
No, I'm excellent. 我是 excellent.
You're not excellent.
I'm
You're-
better than you now,
Oh, okay,
Megan.
you're not-
I am excellent.
AQ.
我是普通
I'm。excellent.
对 ，excellent too. This one.
Creativity. I'm gifted.
Me too. Yeah, we're gifted. 所以 YouTube 很适合我们。
Educational attainment.
I'm definitely low.
Normal.
Oh, you're normal. 我是比较高。
We both finished college. Or
I-
did we? Maybe we're still in college. How old are we? I don't know.
Okay, next one. 信息处理速度，我是正常。Oh, I'm interested in this.
Language ability.
Language 语言。
Normal.
语言是
Makes sense. Are you?
Oh, why am I normal? 是正常。
I think that's wrong.
But I thought I learned languages faster. 数学能力
Most totally.
哇，我是正常的。
I told you I'm good at
No,
math.
You're
I'm
predisposed
excellent.
to be good at math.
People used to cheat off me in school.
That's because you didn't go to school with a bunch of Asians. But you are the best. 你最棒 ，Megan 最棒，正常。Of course, Megan 当然是 gifted。她记所有东西，我最期待的就是这个艺术。
Dance abilities, normal?
跳舞我是正常的，好。然后音乐
Normal?
我是正常的，我音乐也是正常的。
I'm
That
normal.
means I work hard. That's because there's nothing less than normal, Megan. 她没有。But Megan, I'm just. 这个完全是我是竞争力很强。What?
Likely easygoing / flexible. Likely
Organized?
disciplined?
Why is there a question mark? 外向性格，我以为我是比较外向，但 Megan 却是比较内向。Neuroticism. Likely confident and calm. 按照我自己的经验，我觉得我是比较中间，因为有时候我会比较敏感性的。Behavioral traits.
Alcohol addiction. Less likely.
看到吗 ，Megan？ 不太可能，懂吧？利他主义不太可能，食物成瘾。No， 我觉得我是有可能的。
Obsession with washing / cleaning.
No， 一定是 less likely， 但是刘威一定是更高。Physical traits. Alright, let's see.
Facial and body hair.
正常。
Likely normal. Body odor. Likely more than normal!
Yeah, no.
I'm
你
stinky!
很香哎 ，Megan。
Get out of here!
You smell good.
Oh, okay, you can smell it then. Ear protrusion. It's this part.
哎，是哦。
You see how
对
this?
对，
Earwax type. Likely wet.
干的 ，of course。
Yeah.
Megan 是湿的，我的是干的。对，Megan 从来没有看过干的耳屎，所以她帮我挖耳朵的时候，她觉得，为什么是干的？后来我们发现，其实大部分的亚洲人会有比较干的耳屎，然后大部分的白人会比较湿的耳屎，所以我觉得蛮特别的。
But that's why in English it's called earwax because it's wet
Yeah,
and it's
yeah, wax.
waxy.
Yeah.
Eye color, likely brown.
Mine too, likely brown.
Hair color, likely red.
是不
It
是？
is! Pain sensitivity, likely normal. You are a big baby! You're always in pain and
Well, now you know why.
you always complain
Now you know
about
why.
everything.
Next one, what's this?
Sneeze reflex.
不太可能。
What the heck?
Like for me, sometimes when I look at a bright light, I sneeze.
The heck?
Yeah, because you're low. You're less likely, Megan.
Smell sensitivity, likely stronger.
我也是。
That's why臭豆腐 smells so
那
bad.
为什么我可以接受臭豆腐？怎么可能？我出汗一定是超级多的啦。
Likely normal.
How am I normal?
Less likely thin? What? Are you calling me fat?
什么意思？
Is this calling me fat?
两性。
Gender traits.
哦 This one.
Breast size.
我没有这个，我们OK， 女性的 likely average.
I feel like it's less than average.
Likely average.
It's a little too small to be average.
What is this then?
Likely normal.
追求刺激什么项？哦，我知道是追求刺激者，所以为什么我喜欢滑雪啊、冲浪这些。Alright, let's see this one.
Cancer risk? Hold on. Stanley, if you're watching, stop watching.
刘威不要再看了，可以吗 ？OK， 他是说可能你基因会有这个，但是如果是改造你饮食方式或者生活方式，可以把它就是弄成没有那么的出现。
I'm good.
哦
It looks like.
哦，全部
Green!
走 green 哦。
We won't die!
Say that. 刚刚是说实话是有一点点的紧张。
Dementia and brain health.
Oh, this one I care about a lot.
Oh no!
Don't.
My brain! I need more omega-3.
Yeah. Oysters.
No!
生蚝
Tuna.
Common health risks, okay?
High cholesterol.
cholesterol, what?
For me, that's
So
kind
no
of
pizza
like...
and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, no pizza. I want to
Which
see
one is
mine.
yours?
Non-alcoholic fatty liver. It's not 好 cause like 我爱喝酒.
Can't have it anymore.
What's this one? Disease risk.
Oh, I thought we that was one.
Corona? Oh my gosh, what in the what? 那我们现在看最重要的家人这里，他们一定要这样，因为如果真的太担心的话呢
They really want you to be safe.
No way.
Ready?
Okay, I have one.
What? Why do I have so much
I don't know,
more?
Megan. 为什么你有这么多 What? Our kids are gonna have cystic fibrosis?
No! Didn't you read the warnings?
No, it's in Chinese.
It's not guaranteed. This one's really bad.
I know, it's horrible. And it says positive, at risk. Life expectancy of the first 5 years of a child's life.
Okay, you have to remember that I have a lot of nieces and nephews that are fine.
Cartilage and bone.
Very
oh my
short
gosh.
arms and legs.
What?
We'll have a little T-Rex, baby.
I want a T-Rex baby. Long bones? What? Short bones and long bones? What is happening? 我们的孩子会这样 What?
cartilage bone formation. Just
What's
a
up with
bunch of
bones? I think from today we have to do something with your bones. 好，那换我的 painful inflammation in the abdomen, chest or joints.
So they're gonna have one long arm, one short arm, and rashes and pain in their chest.
And they might not live through their first 5 years. What? 我们的孩子怎么办? Look at the bright side. We don't have any of the same ones.
I'm really not worried about it.
Alright, that's it. 我觉得整体来说还蛮全面的。我有可能会在想，怎么可能是从口水里面就可以直接知道你这么多东西？我今天学到就是说，原来我音乐没有我们想象的那么好。然后我最惊讶的就是我的运动能量全部都是中等，我以为我可能耐力是比较低，而且我 VO2 max 很高。How about you?
I think a lot of it was just things I already knew. Obviously, you got to be healthy, but it just confirmed what I already thought. The thing that did surprise me, I guess, was low carb is best for me.
Yeah.
That I'm apparently gluten intolerant. I was surprised that it didn't say I was lactose intolerant.
Oh yeah, and I'm lactose intolerant. What?
Yeah.
I think what I'm most surprised is that our kids are going to have one short arm, one long arm, and might not
And
live
just
past 5 years
Stop
old.
saying that! Our children will be perfect and pain-free and live forever, like we are gonna live forever.
Yeah, forever. Your genes don't dictate who you are as a person.
It's not just genetics. It's
Right.
your environment.
Right,
it's
right.
your background.
Exactly.
It's your.
It's what you eat.
It's your
lifestyle.
parents.
Yeah.
It's your friends. It's many, many factors.
It's your wife. It's your husband. 当然，今天还是有 question。你们看完这集影片有什么样的惊喜吗？啊，好香哦！
Stop smelling me.
配对，如果喜欢今天的影片，记得按个喜欢，更喜欢就分享，
你最棒。
记得按铃铛。Epiphyseal. It is epiphyseal. 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 怎么讲啊？